Hi everybody, my name's Kara. Thanks for stopping in to see what's next. Tonight I'm going to try to do a quick little sweet treat for the staff at work. Again, red theme. I've done the red velvet cinnamon rolls, the red velvet cookies. I've done all kinds of red color things to go with the theme of what they're basically doing me a favor. They're doing me a favor, so I'm bribing them with red treats. So tonight I'm going to do chocolate covered pretzels. I'm going to do just white chocolate and then drizzle red on top. So I'm going to microwave some white chocolate, and then once those set, I'll drizzle red on top. This chocolate is from Walmart, super easy. It says place them in a microwave safe bowl in the microwave for 30 seconds on the defrost setting. Stir it, put it back, stir it, put it back basically until the chocolate's melted, but not too hot. I was reading somewhere that the chocolate really should be about 100 degrees so that it doesn't fall off of whatever treat you are dipping into it. Okay, so let's see. 30 seconds, yep. Yeah, okay. This bowl's probably too small. I'll probably have regrets. Let's learn from past mistakes, right? I don't usually say that. All right, as you can see, my parchment paper is already lined up, or lined out. I don't know. It's already on the counter. So that way, once I dip the pretzels, I'll be able to just place them as they go. All right, let me get this melted, and then we'll start dipping pretzels into it. I think I'm gonna add more anyway. Let's look on the edge a little. It'll condense, right? Okay, let's get this going. This is gonna take a good amount of time too. All right, let's get this in and start going. Okay, so these have already gone into the microwave probably 6 times, so 3 minutes, and they're barely just starting to melt along the sides of the bowl. So, and I don't want to mess it up, so actually I'm going to follow the directions this time. I'd like to just make this a one-time project, one go at it. As you can see, this container of pretzels, a big old container of pretzels is from Walmart. It was $6, and I'm actually impressed with how many are not broken. So we're 2/3 of the way through the jar, and I feel like this is a hefty amount of pretzels that are still in one piece. bottom it's going to be a little more few and far between, but okay. So this is what I have left, but I would say it's about a third of the jar broken, which there's nothing wrong with that. I should expect it, but I won't be covering those in chocolate. Okay, the next thing I'm trying to figure out is how I'd like to package these. I do like to present them nicely. I have clear bags, which I have a red ribbon that I could tie around the bag, or I have these little containers that have a little lid that I can tie the ribbon around on this too. And these fit 2 pretzels, which is honestly enough. It's just supposed to be a little treat, not a meal. So we'll see once these fully come out. My guess is that I'm gonna have to use the bags, but we shall see. Let me go stir that. Okay, those are starting to look good. Now, I think what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm going to leave the outside loop undipped, and it'll be like a 3/4 dipped pretzel, and I think that will be kind of cute. It'll give it a little dimension. So that's the plan as of right now. Let's stir this again. Okay. Anyway, I hope everyone has been living a great life the last few weeks. I know it's been a little crazy over here, and I hope everyone is getting in the spirit of fall and the holidays that are all coming up real quick. I think the last video I did was a birthday cake for my nephew. So since then, let's see, since that cake, I have done that birthday party. I have done, well, obviously I work. Sky, one of my dogs, had to go to the emergency vet, which terrified me because of the comments that I have received on the video of me making homemade dog food. And I was like, I think I killed my dog. Cost me $1,000. Had nothing to do with her food. Her labs came back perfect. What else have I done? Okay, so did the Sky at the emergency vet. I just got back from San Francisco. I was at a conference for basically we're unionized at work, and I'm the union rep. So this is me bribing the staff to just fill out a survey. Nothing crazy. But when they fill out the survey or whatever they fill out paperwork wise, I give them a sweet treat. It's my incentive. Anyway, so union sent me to San Francisco for 4 days for a conference. It was great. It was amazing. I'm happy I went. It was a beautiful experience. But it has been a couple weeks. Okay, so you can see here, I think I'm gonna put it in for one more rotation through, and that should be good. Anyway, like I was saying, it's been a busy few weeks. We have also had, let's see, in there I have also made not multiple batches of dog food, but I think I just made my second batch of dog food last night. In the last few weeks, I've done smaller batches just because I don't have as much time. I have made dog treats, more sweet potato treats. I still have another dog treat recipe I want to try that's sitting here. So there's stuff to do. I just feel like I have no time. But let me get that out and we'll start dipping pretzels. Okay, it is 8 p.m. I don't think these will be done tonight because I think it takes a minute for pretzels to actually, or the chocolate to actually set on these. So as you can see, this is looking real good. I don't know if you can see. Well, I almost just lost all the chocolate there. Anyway, what have you guys been up to? Anything in the last few weeks? And my sister asked me, not yesterday, I thought I had to sneeze, hold on. Okay. My sister asked me on Friday if I wanted to go to the pumpkin patch with them, with my niece and nephew. Okay, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. I should have gotten a deeper bowl. Shoot. And I legit told her no thank you because the pumpkin patch out here, which is amazing, okay, it has grown tremendously in the last, I don't want to say few years. Basically, when I was in high school, which was, how old am I? Oh, shoot. When I was in high school 20 years ago, that sounds horrible. Anyway, this, you can see the center one's not popping through. There we go. When I was in high school 20 years ago, this farm, it's a family farm, had a fall festival. I don't know how many years that fall festival had been going on, but it was a fun event. You know, it was a typical pumpkin patch fall fest. There we go. Pumpkin patch fall festival, and pumpkins, tractor rides, bouncers. They have, you know, the little trains that they have inside a mall. They have one of those. They had food booths, fair booths. And then the actual farm itself just has stuff built into it. So there are multiple, there's, you know, the petting zoo is built into the actual farm. And what else is built in there? The petting zoo, they have goat. I mean, it's a true farm. It's not just a pumpkin patch. And it has grown exponentially, which is great for them because it is family run. But it used to be like $15 to go. And when I checked the prices for that pumpkin patch this year, for that fall fest, the tickets get more expensive every weekend as you get closer to Halloween. And the most expensive weekend is $36 per person. And so I told my sister, I ain't going to the pumpkin patch. Not on a weekend. So, and I like a pumpkin patch, but I mean, that's a third of the price of a Disney ticket, you know? Which, again, it's a family farm, and I'm glad that they can charge those prices. And I love spending time with my niece and nephew, but at the same time, I'm like, is this really what's going on? We did actually have a conversation at work recently that basically, like, also when we were younger, we would give the gift of like $20, and that was a lot, you know. If somebody gave you $20, that $20 could stretch. I remember in high school, my dad gave me $40. I got a top and a skirt, and I still had change left over. And, you know, it just, now a 20 has become like 100 is the new 20, is what we were saying at work. And it's just crazy. So I feel, I mean, kids are a blessing, so I'm not going to say they're not. I just personally can't imagine having them. It's very expensive. It's rewarding. I'll give it to to people. It's rewarding. I love having nieces and nephews. Um, I mean, it's a commitment, you know? Also, I'm not in a relationship, but you don't have to be to have kids. There are a lot of people that do it by themselves. But in this economic climate, shall we say, that this country's in right now, there's no way. There's no way. Not on a single income. So, this one's okay. I'll do this one. But anyways, so yeah, that was a pass for me. Especially because my niece, I like to take her to Disney. I've taken her twice. And to me, I would rather spend my money taking her there. And, you know, that's, I don't know. I feel like it's Disney. There's something magical about that. But, again, with what's going on everywhere in this country, I don't even want to give my money to anybody at this point, you know? Just a crazy time. I feel like everyone has to hold on to their dinero. Anyways, has anyone gone to their pumpkin patch, and what's the cost there? What is the cost at your pumpkin patch? Hopefully it's not $40 per person to go. Okay, it looks like I've gotten through half the pretzels. I'm gonna go ahead and, I don't know, see, this is where, because if I take this stuff off the edge, right, and microwave it back in, is this when the consistency and texture of the chocolate becomes fucked up? Because there's a point once you microwave it too many times that happens. So, is that going to be an issue? I'm going to add in more chocolate though. because, so how many do I have here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36. I'll end up with about 70. That's pretty good. Okay, let's microwave this. Okay, then comes my trip to San Francisco. Now, everything was paid for. Great. I was going to only take a carry-on and a personal item for the first time ever. Every other time I have flown, I have always checked a bag. So this time I was like, no, I'm not checking the bag. We're going straight for quick and easy so I can get in and out nice and fast. So I stuff my carry-on, right? And my backpack had a little bit of space in it. Pretzels are now white chocolated. These came out cute. Can you see that? I don't know. Anyway, all right, let me get the red melted so we can drizzle that on. And it seems like these are drying pretty quick, which I'm happy about. So yay for getting the right kind of chocolate because it's setting perfect. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands, melt the red, come back, drizzle it up, and we'll be done. I don't know why. Clearly I'm having an issue letting go of it. But worst case, it's easier to just throw away out of this bag than to put the chocolate in the trash like this. Oh my gosh, it's kind of heavy. Yeah. So you can hear the red is going off. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh, missed the pretzel, thank goodness. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Those didn't need to be up that high. Okay. Hot water. Okay, so the red I'm going to put into piping bags because I'm going to do the drizzle whenever the red's ready. I have the white chocolate melting out of the bowl in the sink, and just trying to be slightly proactive just a little bit. Has anyone heard of a YouTube channel? If you haven't, check it out if it's up your alley. It's definitely one that I love to watch. It's a famous channel. It's called the Hoof GP, HOOF GP. Anyway, so it's this guy. His name is Graham in Scotland. He trims the hooves of cows. That's his job. That's his business. Anyway, so I get into like a YouTube channel and then I will watch from the beginning all the way till now. His channel is so funny, and he actually has two channels. He's funny. The guys he worked with, which are like his family, are funny as all get out. Their accents are, it's not that accents are funny, it just makes it even more enjoyable. Go check it out. The Hoof GP. Honestly, if you want like a pick me up or something and you have a sense of humor, go check it out. That's literally my favorite thing to watch right now. And they're cows. Cows are like innocent creatures, But it's interesting because he'll show like a before and it depends on the episode you're watching, but you'll see a before and an after of a cow who they have to like actually like fix, and it's pretty remarkable. So anyway, check it out. Does anybody have a YouTube channel they love watching? Tag it down below so I can go take a look. I feel like I'm at the end of watching this Hoof GP. I've almost caught up on the episodes. And I like stuff like that. You know, I don't want to see, I don't know, people exploiting children. You know, like it's not my cup of tea. And I don't want to see kids opening gifts. Or I'm low maintenance, so I don't need. Well, I probably do need. But I don't want to watch a makeup tutorial. But stuff like Mia Maples is about as makeup tutorial ish as I'll go, which she doesn't really do them. But I do like watching her. I like to see, again, stuff with animals, the Veggie Boys, and A Stable Life. I love watching that. Yeah. What do you guys like? Tag it so I can go check it out. I feel like I watch YouTube more now than I watch anything else. Oh, I think the next video I make, though, here is going to be on what I actually give the dogs supplement wise. People seem very concerned that I don't give them a completely balanced diet. So may touch base on that just a little bit, so that way I can ease the fears of the watchers. These came out really cute. I'm glad I did these. I actually have another idea, which I've gotten from the last crumb on Instagram. If you don't follow her, follow her. She's a cute little home bakery. She expanded into doing packaging with her family. Like they design packaging for baked goods. And she comes up with quick and easy little stuff that you can, it's so, I mean, you don't necessarily even have to bake anything. So, like this, I saw her do this. Have I done chocolate covered pretzels before? You bet your butt. I have done chocolate covered pretzels before. Why didn't I think to do something like this instead of baking red velvet cinnamon rolls? Well, I don't know. Okay, but when she did it, I said, I'm going to do that. That's so easy. Okay, this red this red chocolate's almost done. Let's get a cup for this. that we can just put the chocolate right in there. I am not using a tip for this. I will cut off a little bit on the end because I don't need it to be perfect. I basically just need it to drizzle out. I don't need a tip to make something else dirty. Okay. Red's looking, Jesus. Red's looking, well, I mean, I guess. What is going on with the lighting in here? Is it dark? It looks so dark. Okay. The red is completely melted. Let's get it in here so I can drizzle it quick. And we'll get this in the sink. So, oh my gosh. The bad thing is my hand is just not big enough to. Okay. All over the counter. All over. So here's our chocolate in this piping bag. Here we go. All right, let's see what we can do. Hopefully we don't mess it up. Maybe I should practice. I have nowhere to practice. Okay. There we go. All right, we'll do that. I am probably wasting more than I'm using, so that's great. These would be good for like Christmas too, right? I did not like the way I did that one. Okay. I am schwetzing. I'm not going to save this red, and this is what my hand looks like from it coming over the top. Everything looks red enough. So let me chuck this, wash my hands, and let's figure out what to do with this stuff. This one's frustrating. Okay, let's do it. All right, 70 pretzels done. Let me give you a close up. Now I have to figure out how I want to package them. And I think I'm going to just do one. I don't think this is what I'm going to go for. No, not that. We'll go for the bags. Alrighty. Thanks for stopping by, listening to me chat, watching me make chocolate covered pretzels. Hopefully it inspires you to do something like this for, I don't know, a Halloween party, Thanksgiving, Veterans Day, Hanukkah, Christmas, Boxing Day, whatever you celebrate. Or, you know, who knows? Maybe you're snack mom at the soccer game one week. There you go. So super, super easy. This took me for 70 pretzels about an hour and a half. So you don't need to make 70 by any means. It'll take you way less time. And if you do double boiler for your chocolate, it'll take even less time. So things to consider. But anyways, thanks for sticking around, checking out what's next. Come back again. It'll probably be about dogs because that seems to be the pattern. Baking and dogs. And like, subscribe, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye.